Good morning. Happy Monday. Let me make sure I got all the things situated and we can get started. We are balanced. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's come into a child's pose this morning. Always choose whichever one you like. You can keep your knees together, sink your hips back, or you can separate your knees, big toes touch, sink it back, and bow forward. It's okay if your butt's not sitting on your heels. As you get nice and comfortable in your child's pose, start to shift the mindset this morning. If you had a chaotic weekend or high energy morning, start to take a couple of deep breaths. As you inhale, fill all the way up to the top. And as you exhale, release all of that pent up, possibly chaotic energy. Just build that control back into your body. If you like, create a little bit of movement. You can rock your forehead from side to side, just to help wake up your third eye today. And if your arms aren't completely flat on the ground, go ahead and plant your forearms down. Lift your head up and shift your weight forward. Come into your mini tabletop. So realign your legs so your knees are in line with your hips. Elbows are in line with your shoulders. Make sure you're not popping your booty out. Try to create a nice flat spine here. And then reach your arms towards the top of your mat. And bow forward, come into your melting heart. Again, trying to create length in the spine. Not any little mini back bends just yet. And if you find that it's really difficult on your shoulders to keep your arms lifted, you can lower your forearms down. On your next inhale, press into your hands. Come all the way up into your tabletop position. So your hands are in line with your shoulders this time. Knees are still in line with your hip. And then begin your cat-cow. Drop your belly, lift your gaze on your inhale. And then curl your spine, bring your gaze between your legs on your exhale. Come back into your tabletop. Extend your right leg behind you. Cross it over your left body. Your gaze is going to come over your right shoulder. Creating some space in your ribs on the right side. Bring everything back to center and then lower it down. Realign your knees. Another side, extend your left leg back. Cross it over your right body. Your gaze will come over your right shoulder. If you get a couple of crackles and pops on your side as you come into this little bend, that's okay. I just felt a couple of my ribs crackle a little bit. Just creating space for fluid to come back in. And bring it back to center. And lower down. Go ahead and sink your butt back to your heels. Go ahead and sit up into your hero's pose. Now you can sit back on your heels directly, or you can keep your knees together, separate your feet, sit between your feet. It's entirely up to you. This is your hero's pose. And as you settle in, just want you to start to roll your shoulders back. Big exaggerated circles. Get any of those nasty crunchy noises that might be happening in your collarbone. And help release some of the tension maybe in your neck. And then roll them forward. Come back to your neutral shoulders. Plant your left hand down, right arm's gonna come up and over. Now you can stay lifted with your left hand up, or you can walk it out, lower down to your forearm. Just make sure that your butt stays glued to your heels or your mat. Come up to center. We'll get into the other side. Plant down your right hand, left arm comes up and over. And come back to center. If you have your feet separated or you're sitting in between your feet, go ahead and come to sit back on your heels. Comfortably as you can. And then you're gonna reach far behind you. As far back as you can without just dumping your weight back. You wanna keep your chest lifted. Your gaze will start forward. And if you feel comfortable, you can begin to shift your gaze back. Drop your head between your shoulders. To come out, you're gonna tuck your chin and walk your hands in. And to any back bend, we like to counter it with either lengthening or a little bit of motion. So you can do some seated cat-cow if you'd like. I always find it easier to bring my hands to my hips to help guide them. And you can start to roll your hips in circles. Go the other direction. One way may always feel more coordinated than the other. That's okay. That's where patience comes in. Being a little bit patient with your body. Think of why you're not coordinated going that way. Well, You don't typically make this motion. Go ahead and come back to center. Swing your legs out in front of you. Plant down your feet, lower all the way down to your back. Walk your heels in towards your booty so you can feel them with your fingertips. Now you can do whatever you want with your arms. You can create a cactus, you can plant your hands down, you can bring them to your belly, whatever you want. Now you're gonna lightly tuck your chin. I always like to say, kind of imagine you have a golf ball between your chin and your collarbone. And that just creates some length in the back of your neck. So do whatever you want with your arms. You're gonna press and lift your hips up, come into your bridge pose. If you feel like your knees are splaying open, hug them in. If you have a block or a book, you can place it there. Or you can imagine. On your exhale, lower down. You can windshield wipe your legs if you'd like. Go ahead and come back to center. Reorganize your feet. Press and lift your hips up. And lower all the way down. Now in the same way that we play with cat and cow, we're going to play with this next posture. You just connected to your breath with it. So I want you to bring your right ankle to your left knee, creating a little figure four. All right? You're going to press and lift your hips up. On your exhale, you're going to lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down. I'll do 5 of them on your own. You might notice you can't go as high as you can on your regular bridge, and that's okay. Once you come onto your 5th one, hold at the top. And then lower all the way down. Go ahead and release your right leg. Again, you can windshield wipe if you need to. And come back to stillness. Organize your feet. And bring your left ankle to your right knee. Create your little figure four. On your inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. I'll do 5 on your own. On your 5th one, hold at the top. And lower all the way down. Go ahead and release your left foot, hug your knees into your chest. And you can rock from side to side. And then take your hands behind your knees and begin to rock the length of your mat. Create a little bit of momentum. Be mindful of kicking anything that may be above your head. And then as you rock up, come into your boat pose. So keep your feet lifted. Now if you'd like, you can keep your hands here with your knees bent. You can extend them up. You can even extend your legs. Whatever's in your practice this morning. But we're looking for engaging the core. Keeping everything nice and tight, not hugged in. Give yourself some space. Actually, let's do that. So go ahead and extend. Give yourself lots of space, and then hug it in. Give yourself lots of space, and hug it in. Wasn't planning on doing this, but we're doing it now. Do 3 more. On your last one, hold it extended for just a second. And then come back into your boat pose. We're gonna do some toe taps. Lower your right toes down, bring them back up. Left toes down, bring them back up. And just keep switching. And I'll tell you when to stop. Five, four, three, two, one. Go ahead and plant your feet. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees go nice and wide. Get your booty out of the way. You're gonna be on your sit bones. And I'll say it forever. You determine how much space you want here. You can have your heels super tucked in if you like that, or you can do the nice diamond shape or somewhere in between. It's whatever sensation you are wanting to get out of this position. The only thing I ask of you is that you connect the blade edges of your feet. Allow your feet to fall open, like a little bowl or a little cup. Go ahead and inhale your arms up towards the sky to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, fold over your lap. You may find as you come down here, you're like, I don't like where my feet are. That's okay. Take a second, rearrange. Nobody's gonna punish you for switching up what you wanna do. And if you are super flexible to where you can just go all the way down, try to keep the integrity of the posture. Keep a nice flat spine and try to hinge your way down. Making it very gradual instead of rushing into it. Slowly come all the way up. Bring your knees together. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Your left arm is going to come behind for a seated twist. Come back to center. Other side, left arm will hook around your right knee. Right arm will come behind. And then come back to center. Go ahead and lower all the way down to your back. Extend your legs the length of your mats. Allow your feet to fall open. Your arms can come down to your sides, palms face the sky. And if you feel comfortable, you can gently close your eyes or just shift your gaze down. Start to return to your natural breath. Generate some ease as you come into Shavasana. Bring some awareness back into your body. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale from your mouth. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Creates a nice subtle motion. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug for showing up for yourself this Monday morning. Lower down to one side, come into your sleepy baby. With whichever hand landed on top, press up into a seated position. And however you need to get there. To find your comfortable seat. And you can gently close your eyes. Have your left palm facing down, right palm facing the sky. As a way of being grounded in your practice, both on and off of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. And bow your head. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day and a wonderful week. I'm so excited to be able to be posting these every day now. It's going to be really, really nice. I appreciate all of the patience. I will see you all tomorrow, and have a good day.